Whenever talk to youngsters, wherever I run into them, one thing typically I say is when I ask them, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Especially if they're in school, they all end up saying either engineer or doctor or probably an officer, or sometimes a lawyer. Somebody just told me that he wants to be a psychologist, but I've never heard anybody say I want to be a politician. So this is refreshingly different. I'm glad you guys are doing something exciting about democracy, what happens in a democracy, because one thing I do believe in. When I was a student like you, when I was about 1920, I ended up in a university in Delhi. My father wanted me to do something, like write UPSC, which is Union Public Service Commission. So one of the things I ended up learning when I went to this university is, of course, I didn't write UPSC. That's a separate story. I will save that for another day. But on the walls of this university that I visited, there was a nice line written. It went like this. In a democracy, when politics decides your future, you decide what your future politics should be. Pick, choose the kind of leadership, pick, choose the kind of politics, pick, choose the kind of people that you want to represent you. In a politician, in a democracy, when you're voting, if I was a voter, what would I look for? I would look for a candidate who's probably, clear on three things. Clarity of thought, clarity of expression, and clarity of eventually execution.
Do you think experience plays an important role in how you should be selecting a politician? A politician who has been in the field for a long time, do you think people are inclined to vote more towards him?
No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. In fact, exuberance and experience, that's a fantastic combo if you can, actually come out with a solution. The punches will be thrown at you. People will sling mud on you. People will say dirty things about you. People will pull you down. Not everybody wants you to succeed because there are competing interests. So therefore, you have to have the ability innately within you to actually want to do it, irrespective of all the odds stacked up against you, and also have the ability to celebrate failure, because you are going to run into it, whether you like it, don't like it. You are who you are. You are somebody's son, somebody's daughter. You are who you are, but still you'll run into all these things. So you have to have the ability to accept bitter criticism. You have to have the ability to accept failure. You have to have the ability to process it, acknowledge it, take a punch, get back up next morning, and with discipline continue to do what you aim to do. एक शाहरुख का मूवी था, उसमें वो कहता है, शायद ओम शांति ओम में, वो कहते हैं कि शिद्दत से कोई चीज़ को अगर चाहो तो सारी कायनात लग जाती है आपको. The whole world universe will conspire to make it happen. So अगर आप शिद्दत से चाहते हो कि शाहरुख खान यहाँ पे बैठे तो आपका काम हो जाएगा.
Shahrukh Khan, if you're looking.
Shahrukh Khan, if you're listening,
please come.
Please come. No, but seriously, what I would say is, there's always, remember one thing, if you want to make something happen, there's a very famous thing. There's only 6 degrees of separation in the world to reach anybody. So even if you want to reach out, maximum 6 degrees. So even if you want to reach out to President Donald Trump, remember there's probably 5 people that you need to reach out and 6th person would be. My point is, today's connected world, we need our youngsters to possibly start dreaming big. See, I'll ask you a simple question, all 3 of you. Are you all on Insta?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you all on Facebook? Probably not.
No.
Facebook is passive, huh? So what about Snap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all on Snap. What
Yeah,
about Twitter?
No.
No?
Occasionally, but yeah.
Occasionally. So I'll ask you. Are any of these 4 things that I just mentioned, have they been discovered, invented, created by an Indian?
No.
Who built all these apps?
Meta, which owns Instagram, was made
Meta is
by
again-
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark is
Yeah.
from?
USA.
US.
What about Insta?
Again,
Meta.
Meta. So Mark Zuckerberg, USA.
Right. Twitter?
Now it's owned by Elon
Elon
Musk,
Musk.
and he's
Yeah.
also a USA
But
citizen.
again, created by Jack Dorsey.
Yeah.
Again, American, right?
Yeah.
So my point is any of these apps, if you think about it for a minute, are these rocket science? Are these like really out of the world, kind of discoveries?
No.
No.
Very simple social networking platforms, right?
Yep.
How come none of our Indian youngsters, we're a country of 140 crore people, out of which, the median age of India?
No.
27.
Wow.
27. So more than 50% of India is less than the age of 27. So that means more than 70 crore Indians are less than the age of 25. More than 65% of India is less than the age of 35. So we are a very young country, but how come these things are not coming from our country? So the question we all need to be asking ourselves is, are our governments doing enough in terms of providing a platform to our young Indians to come out with these kind of discoveries, come out with these kind of inventions? So I think that's exactly what I would love to do. We've created what's called a T-Hub, but I don't think that one T-Hub will do it. We have to create an opportunity for every youngster, irrespective of where they are from. They could be from Hyderabad, they could be from a rural village somewhere in Karimnagar, they could be from a rural village somewhere in West Godavari, or some other place in Jabalpur. But if these youngsters have a bright idea, we need to give them a platform to build a product of their choice. And that's exactly what we ought to do for the next generation to compete with US, to compete with China, to compete with the leading economies of the world. Unless we do that, we are dithering away a huge opportunity, to change the world and to actually change our economy as well.